Hi, this is Chris Broderick of Act of Defiance, and you're listening to The Age of Metal.
Hello everyone, this is Miguel with the Age of Metal, and I'm here with Chris of Act of Defiance. How you doing, sir?
Very good. Thanks for having me.
Well, it seems this is the tour started yesterday in Vegas. What are your expectations that you guys have about this tour, knowing that it's the first time that you tour as an Act of Defiance in the United States?
We have no expectations, We just we knew we wanted to get out and tour on our new CD that came out in late August, and we're coming out to meet the fans and hang out with them, and so we're working on just building it from here.
Now, the set list, how the set list looks like for this tour?
Well, we're playing every song off the CD because basically we have 10 songs to our discography right now. And but we are changing the order a little bit, it's a really good show, and I think it's a good set, and we try and get the crowd involved as much as possible, and we want to see some people moving.
Now you're touring with Allegiant.
Allegiant. Yeah, they just have an odd spelling, but it's pronounced Allegiant. Yeah.
But Allegiant's a little bit quite different from Act of Defiance.
Yep.
And how do you think their crowd is going to react towards to you guys?
That's hard to say, because they're definitely more progressive, and that's where some of my roots lie. So I definitely dig it, but I can't say where their fans are going to go with how they think about us or how our fans think about them. I think they'll dig them. They're great.
Gotcha. Now, for what I just got a glimpse of the sound check, and from what I listened to the album, it seems really quite brutal, right?
Yeah.
Straightforward. The album Birth and Burial came out last August, and it got a great reception.
Yeah.
Even taking the album to the 124 spot on Billboard.
Yeah.
And do you expect this kind of receptions when you guys put this together with Sean?
No, we didn't know what to expect or anything. It could have been. We didn't know. We didn't. It's one of those things. We're a brand new band, so we could have gotten almost no reception. But at the same time, both Sean and I are known players, and we've been out there, slugging it out for a while. So we thought, maybe some people that were fans of what we did would come out and support, and I think that's kind of what happened. So I'm very appreciative of that.
Gotcha. Now, lyric-wise, what was the inspiration behind the record?
There was no in particular inspiration. There was, it's collaboration between Henry, Sean, and myself. And the lyrics for me that I wrote were very, they're life experiences, very kind of thing, and a lot about morality and, social morality and all kinds of things of that nature. I like writing lyrics that are open so that the people who are listening to them can kind of take from them and apply them to their own life experiences. And I really dig lyrics that are like that, so that's the way I try and write.
Gotcha. Now, like I was saying, the album sounds straight metal to me. A little bit of thrash here, obviously, you being there, done that, and you can tell Henry's voice and where he's coming from. But internally, on your end, how you describe or this
Mhm.
album?
Well, I have a quote that I've been saying, which is that it's as if you invited all your thrash buddies and your death metal buddies and your progressive metal buddies and had them all get in a pit together,
Mm-hmm.
and mosh it out. That's what I see Birth and the Burial kind of like being. Yeah.
Gotcha. Now, so what I understand, the band starts with a compilation of ideas that you and Sean had when you guys were in Megadeth. Um, but how did the rest of the band came together? Do you guys have these guys on mind? Did they came across for some sort of reason? How they came together?
Well, when Sean and I first came up with the idea of actually forming a band, the first thing we started thinking about was, who were we going to have as the front man? So we got a list of about 30 different people
Whoa, that's a lot.
that we, well, some were shooting for the stars and, other unknowns. We were very open to the idea of anybody. And we kind of got those lists and we narrowed them down based some on logistics, and stuff like that. And then we narrowed it down to like 5 that we thought we really liked. And Henry, of course, was on that list. We emailed demos out to them, and when Henry's came back, we knew he was the right fit. So.
Gotcha. Now you're saying that you're shooting for the stars when you were putting that list together.
Mm-hmm.
Who up top on in the high end? Who was on that list? Just
Well, yeah, I'm not going to say who it was, but I did talk. I've talked to them, and they were very appreciative of us wanting to work with them, but they're busy in their projects that they're doing right now. So.
Gotcha. Now, how does it feel to go back to touring in a different way? Because this is a self-produced.
I know.
Put your own crew together,
Yeah.
and everybody. I don't know if you guys have bus or a band.
We got an RV.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I mean, you go back to the roots. I mean, changing for the style that you guys had in Megadeth.
Yeah.
How's been that change? Going to small venues
Right.
and different, more close to the fans. How has been
Yeah.
that change for you guys?
I think that's exactly what we expected in a way. I think the one thing we didn't expect was the amount of work that it takes. When you're designing your own merch and you're working on getting your RV ready and all these other just thousands of logistics. Getting those things ready. So it is a lot of work at this level, but definitely we're willing to take it on, and we're having fun so far.
At some point, you thought, "Oh my God, what in the hell did I get into?"
I've said that for quite a few years because the music industry is really it's so focused on content and not music in a way. It's like I don't get as much time to practice as I want because I've got to do interviews or I've got what I mean. So. But it's one of those necessary things if you want to do it as a living, So, I'm still having fun, But I want to get back to where I can just focus on my guitar.
How does it feel to go back to the small venues where they are really close to you, where people recognize you? How does it feel?
I like it. I like feeling like they're all my friends, and I go out and hang out with them, and it's like when I see people at the front of the stage, I feel like I know that person, I see you, and I love that idea. I don't like the idea of trying to be a rock star, I think a rock star is dead, to tell you the truth. I mean, there's so many great bands and so many people out there playing that there's no real reason for that kind of worship.
Gotcha. I noticed that you go a lot of shows when bands come to LA. I see, so far on this year, do you have any preferred album that you can think in top of your head right now that kind of hits you?
Yeah, I definitely like, oddly enough, I really like Fear Factory's Genexus. I think it just so reminds me, harkens back to Obsolete and that era, and it's just so well done. It's like when you watch a really well-made movie that has a beginning, you reach the climax, and then it ends, and it all makes sense, and that's what I think that album really does. So yeah, it's a great album.
Gotcha. Now, closing up, what is next for Act of Defiance after this tour? And pretty much, the year is over.
Right.
November comes, December is almost dead. Everybody go to holidays and all this stuff.
Right.
What is on the back for Act of Defiance for 2016?
Right. We are looking to try and get over to Europe, and we're working on some dates there. We've got some holds on some dates, but I don't want to mention them yet because they're not confirmed.
Any work on festivals? I'm talking about,
Yes, yeah,
okay.
absolutely.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, Chris, thank you very much. Definitely looking for a great dose of metal for the glimpse they listened on the sound check.
Yeah.
It's going to be brutal as the album is. Congratulations on a great album, by the way. And definitely looking forward to see you guys tonight.
Thank you very much. I appreciate it.